This is a unique talk show that talks about controversies, lifestyle, issues in and out of the country. This is Let's Talk. Hello everyone, welcome to a talk show that talks about controversies, issues, and lifestyle. I'm Derek Gonzalez at ito po ang Let's Talk. This week po, pag-usapan naman natin ng isang ahensya sa Pilipinas na may branches dito sa probinsya. Ito ang Philippine National Red Cross Ilocos Sur Chapter. Well, as we all know, alam na natin ito pag may nakita tayong may cross na pula, Red Cross yan. Pero ang pag-usapan natin this week ay ating alamin, ano nga ba talaga ang Red Cross? Paano nakakatulong ang Red Cross sa komunidad? Ano-ano mga services nila? Yan ang ating tatalakayin sa linggong ito. So, without further ado, let's talk to the OIC Administrator of the Philippine National Red Cross Ilocos Sur Chapter. We have Raymund Mario Chan. Hello, Raymund.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, kumusta? Welcome to Let's Talk.
Okay, thank you for the invitation from the Core TV. Talagang hinihintay ko po ito kasi matagal ko na rin gustong magsalita and be aired on Core TV.
Thank you so much at pinagbigyan mo rin kami ngayon. So excited din ako dahil ako mismo, I myself, marami kong gustong tanungin about the Philippine National Red Cross. But before that, ikaw muna, kumusta ang trabaho mo? Kailan ka nag-umpisa maging OIC Administrator ng Philippine National Red Cross Ilocos Sur Chapter?
But before naging OIC ako ng Red Cross Vegan or Ilocos Sur Chapter, kasi naging volunteer po ako ng Red Cross for 12 years. So then naging estudyante, naging volunteer, instructor, then naging National Lead Council Officer ng Area 1. So sabihin natin Area 1 is from Region 1 to CAR. So Mountain Province, Kalinga, Isabela, La Union, everything from the Region 1 hawak ko po noon.
Wow.
And area coordinator na rin po ng Region 1. Aside from that, secretary po ako ng National Lead Council.
Okay.
So mahaba-habang proseso nung naging volunteer ako. So absolutely wala po kami talagang allowances noon. So 12 years.
Grabe yun 12 years?
Yes, sir. Then for that year, naging members po ako ng 15, 10 outstanding.
Yeah, 12 years. Sabi mo, anong year to? Kailan ka nag-umpisa? 12 years ago?
2000. Yes, nag-start na ako ng 2000. Yes.
And then, siyempre, for the 12 years, wala kang ni allowance, wala nga,
ni allowance, wala po talaga.
And then, what made you decide at paano ikaw napasok as the, ito nga, hawak ka na yung chapter?
Nung naging NFR po ako, National Field Representative ng National Headquarters, hawak ko pong youth department. And then, the Secretary General talked to me in the office na kung kaya ko ba daw humawak ng isang chapter na. So, I thought noon ang hahawakan ko, ABRA. So, and then, 3 months na, walang memo or walang sulat from the SecGen. Then, she called me up. Then, another question, kaya mo na bang mag-handle ng chapter? So, sabi ko, ma'am, 1.5 years as staff, mahirap pa po mga handling ang chapter kasi wala pa po kang knowledge pa sa chapter base. Then, I will give you trainings for 2 weeks as administrator, sabi niya ganun. So, siyempre, in knowledge, in learning, tsaka practice, kailangan mong lumabas sa 4 corners of the room ng youth department. So, tinanggap ko pa rin siya as training. Hindi ko muna inisip talaga, hindi ko in-applyan for that position, hindi ko talaga in-applyan. So, parang tinake advantage ko lang po yung training na binigay sa akin ni Secretary General.
Saan?
Sa Quezon City and Valenzuela City.
You're a nurse? Nurse ka ba?
No po, commerce graduate po ako.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're talking about Philippine National Red Cross. Di ba more on medical works, more on social working works, parang ganun. You are a commerce. Tanungin ko lang, bakit? Paano?
I think kung meron tayo sa commerce, meron din mag-handle ng staff management. So, yun siguro ang isang idea ng administration kung bakit ako nilagay doon. But, in terms of marketing, pumasok na rin ako sa radio, pumasok na rin ako sa marketing sa isang food chain. So, yun ang tinanong sa akin ni SecGen, kung capable ba talaga ako. And sabi ko sa kanya, Ma'am, we have HR to identify kung talagang capable ako sa position. And then, dun sa field na hinawakan ko buong Pilipinas that time, I handled 3 projects. So, dun siguro siya nag-base dun sa 3 project namin.
What projects? Yung...
Sa National Field Representative kasi, you handle HIV/AIDS, trainings for the whole Philippines, and module, or gumawa ka ng module for the trainings ng youth downline to the chapter.
So, kailan ka na nag-assume as the OIC or the administrator of the chapter?
June 2011.
That's
Last year.
last year.
So, 1 year pa lang ako.
At medyo marami ka ng projects kasi marami na ako naririnig. Biglang naging active at biglang naging maingay ang Red Cross for the past year. Itong year na to. Now, let's move on. Red Cross, everybody knows it's red. Okay, just like dito sa insignia mo, it's red. It's Red Cross. Pero bigyan mo lang muna kami for the benefit of our viewers, lalo na yung mga bata pa, hindi pa nakapaganda ng Red Cross, undergo ng training sa Red Cross. Ano nga ba ang Red Cross? Brief history lang.
Sa Red Cross, start siya, actually hindi siya red eh. Start from the flag of the Switzerland through the philanthropist na si Henry Donant. So, isa lang din siyang commerce or isa din siyang businessman. Hindi siya doctor, hindi siya nurse, hindi siya engineer or social worker. Isa siyang businessman. Then, nung pumunta siya ng Italy, just to shorten the story, pumunta siya ng Italy just to get business permit to Napoleon. Then, on that travel, pumunta siya ng Italy, merong war. That is the bloodiest war between Austro and Italian. So, nakita niya dalawa lang yung doktor. Then, naisip niya tumulong out of 300,000 soldiers and 40,000 wounded na kasama sa digmaan. Yun, tumulong siya. Then, doon na nag-start ang first aid.
And then nag-upisa yung voluntary
helping dun sa mga
and
soldiers.
the first aid.
First aid.
Pero siya, as far as you know, talk about first aid, siya may alam na noon.
Wala pa.
Wala daw talaga.
Wala. Tumulong
Okay.
lang siya just to transfer yung patient natin to Malita Chapel.
And then...
Then, nag-start na that. Then, nag-create na siya ng grupo para gawing Red Cross yung Switzerland na flag. So, tinatawag namin siyang Father of the Red Cross kasi siya ang nag-start lahat-lahat. Siya ang financier. Siya nag-initiate ng 2 ideas just to create the Red Cross. International and national base.
National base. Doon talaga nag-upisa. Bali,
Yes, sir.
is the father. Doon din
The
nabuo.
father talaga.
And because of the flag, that's why it was called Red
Red
Cross.
Cross from the Switzerland.
And the Red Cross means...
The Red Cross means, yun lang, yun sa logo niya.
Logo lang. It's helping voluntary. Parang ganun.
Humanitarian service.
And what about dito sa Ilocos? Sa Ilocos, sino ang kauna-unahang tawag doon? Para bang humawak o di kaya ang naging head or the so-called, is there so-called parang nagdala dito?
Para sa 1 year ko na naupo dyan, ang alam ko lang talaga si Mrs. Masing, I don't know the real name of Mrs. Masing, then sumunod si Miss Marjo Amigable. Siya po lahat nung nag-effort to create the blood bank, the building, the sasakyan, the RIT, Original Disaster Warehouse natin, the volunteers, the fundraising, through the help of the chairman before na si Ma'am Carmeline Crisologo. The building, the lot, everything is through the effort of the 2 administrator, Mrs. Masing and Mrs. Amigable. Then sumunod si Sir Richard Bilhera. The Sir Richard Bilhera is a former staff handling safety service. So siya rin po yung kumandal noon doon sa chapter as OIC. And then still, Ma'am Carmeline Crisologo for a year, and then sumunod na po si Ma'am Azucena Purisima.
Ayun, ang director. Okay. But ikaw ngayon is the OIC administrator, right? So from the past 12 years mo, sabi mo voluntary work na, walang allowance, walang sweldo. Ngayon may sweldo ka na.
Yes, sir. Last year pa po dun sa National Headquarters.
So basta pag staff,
may sweldo
naman na yan. The building is owned by the Red Cross.
Owned by the Red Cross, donated by the family of Crisologo.
Crisologo family nag-donate ng area, and of course the building.
The building itself.
Let's move on. Ito sa mga fundamental principles.
Yes.
There's the so-called fundamental principles of the Philippine National Red Cross. Could you share some of this?
Fundamental principles start with 13 principles. So, 13 yan, ang dami-dami. So, through the help of John Pictet ng Geneva, ginawa niyang 7. So, we have humanity, impartiality, independence, voluntary service, unity, and universality. Then, ginawa niya itong parang pinaka-core values or sentro ng mga volunteers natin. Pag nagbo-volunteer ka, yun ang isipin natin, or nagpi-fill ka man, or nagtatrabaho kasi even dun sa office natin, hindi mo pwedeng pagalitan ng volunteer eh.
Oo.
They are not paid.
Oo.
So, kailangan lang ng tamang treatment, trainings for them to build yung capacity nila pag nag-volunteer dito. Kasi hindi lang naman kasi time ang binibigay nila sa atin eh, pati yung love dun sa trabaho natin kasi
Totoo
pag
yan.
nag-field tayo, hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari sa kanila sa labas. So, humanity. So, that is voluntary service. Wala silang sweldo. Impartial and neutral. Kung minsan may mga issues tayo dun sa mga blood concerns, pinag-uusapan yan. Kasi we really need to identify yung talagang vulnerable.
Okay.
Yes. So that is the impartiality and neutrality. Universality, we have 188 national societies all over the world. So Afghanistan down to Zimbabwe, we have Red Cross and Red Crystal and Red Crescent in national society. So malawak siya. So Philippines, tinutulungan niya ng Japan. Now Philippines is now tinutulungan na ng Japan.
Tinutulungan na ang Japan.
Yes.
Okay.
So, nung nag-tsunami. So, yun
that's
ang
true.
maganda dun sa national societies natin.
So, ikaw, di ka ba napunta doon?
Ang napuntahan ko lang po is Malaysia through the effort na rin po ng Japanese Red Cross.
Yeah, ikat mo na kita. You said about crescent. Why there is red crescent sa logo ninyo?
Okay, the dalawang logo natin is wala pong indication of religious aspect.
Wala yan.
Wala po. So, Christian or Muslim, wala
Oo,
po dyan.
hindi ganun
So,
yan.
pwedeng tingnan natin ang Singapore. That is Muslim country. So, some of them using the crescent. Kasi, as yung sinusunod nilang Republic Act or yung pinirmahan ng Geneva Convention is the Red Cross.
I see.
So, wala pong connotation sa religion.
If I
Para
use
lang makapasok sila dun sa service.
sa service na yan,
Yeah.
ito lang, minsan nagagamit natin ng Red Cross if some are taking advantage of the Red Cross thing. Like, for example, volunteer ako, I want to go somewhere outside the country. Medyo mas mabilis mabigyan ng visa o ma-aprobahan yung visa.
That is connotation na yung mga volunteers natin tsaka mga sabi nating napagdaanan ng mga volunteers natin. Kasi me, as may isa nung pumunta ako ng Malaysia, ang hirap talaga i-process yung papers namin. Yes, mahirap po talaga kasi tatanungin din nila kung anong ginawa mo sa Red Cross. Titignan nila
Even though you have those certifications and everything.
itetest ka nila, sir.
Okay.
Can you give me proper resuscitation? Kung hindi mo alam, tatawag sila sa office natin.
I see.
Yes.
Balik tayo sa fundamental principles. You said 13. So, kailangan memorize mo talaga yon.
Before, that is 13, now it's 7.
7. So, ngayon sa 7 na yan, paano madama yung isang volunteer? Kasi si Fred, just like what you said, the volunteers, hindi mo pwede pagalitan yan. You should always consider their, lahat-lahat yan. Hindi mo pwedeng gutumin din yan kung kailangan. And then, of course, yung respeto.
Yes.
So, how do you explain this to people who want to volunteer?
So, may yung mga nag-a-apply na volunteers natin. So, ina-explain ko, dito wala pong pagkain. You can buy your own food. Pagluto ka sa kusina. Sa 7 fundamentals na yan, pinaprocess namin sila. Bigyan ka namin ng 1 week. Experience mo yun. Pero meron po kaming orientation in 1 month. Lahat po ng volunteers namin, ino-orient namin, and we will give them trainings. Doon po yung explanation po lahat ng trabaho namin. Kasi we have, yung sinasabi nating behavioral change within the 7 fundamental principles. Yun po hindi natin masasabi once nga nag-volunteer ka within the 1 week. hindi mo yan makikita within the 1 week.
Yes, that's true.
Kasi kung wala kang makikitang client na may experience na may problema, hindi mo mapipil yung neutrality and impartiality doon. Lalo sa blood. Okay? Voluntary service na experience nila yan within 3 months. Walang sahod, walang honorarium, kung minsan walang food, yung mga volunteers natin. But, yun, umpisa pa lang sinasabi ko na sila sa kanila na ganito yung pag-volunteer sa Red Cross. Wala po kaming ibibigay na pagkain unless meron po kaming ibibigay sa inyo. Kung mismo ako na naka-duty at kailangan ko mapakainin yung volunteers, I usually do that. Kasi nanggaling din ako sa volunteer. So alam ko yung experience na nag-overtime, nag-overnight sila 24/7 na wala man lang kakainin. So kung minsan ibibigyan ko sila ng pagkain.
Final question before we pause for a break. Sa mga gusto mag-volunteer, like for my part, ako gusto kong mag-volunteer. Do I just have to go to the any Red Cross chapter at automatic ba? Ma-accept ako?
Actually, as Republic Act 172, all citizens of the Philippines should or must or ganon, encourage na mag-volunteer. So in different way naman pwede tayong mag-volunteer. Blood donors, financial donors, stakeholders, media. Now you are all volunteers na ngayon kasi you are now showcasing our service for free. Yan na yung volunteerism na tinatawag natin. Then pwede kang pumunta sa office as yung talaga makikita mo na ikaw yung madedeploy.
Mga gano'n. Gusto kong mag-participate, lalo na mga ganito, like for example, mga sakuna, disaster, o di kaya kung anumang mga emergencies from the first aid thing. So, okay lang yun. May automatic, may training na available. Yeah. Sige, Raymund, dyan ka muna. Pagbabalik natin, pag-usapan natin ang mga serbisyo na ginagawa ng Red Cross para sa kanilang public. Okay? There we have it. First part pa lang po yan, together with the OIC Administrator of the Philippine National Red Cross Ilocos Chapter. We have Mr. Raymund Mario Chan. Magbabalik ko po ang Let's Talk.